Hello everybody and welcome to Slay the Spire, playing as Ironclad on Ascension 2. Heart Run, this is Act 3, we're going to be facing off against the Awakened one, which a little unfortunate because the Mummified Hand means we've been playing into powers fairly well. Started off with the trilogy of Exhaust powers, and basically all we've really added from there is Shockwave, a little bit of Draw, another Armaments Plus, because the one we have sometimes gets exhausted. And then Flame Barrier, Juggernaut, and Reaper. We just picked up the Coffee Dripper, so we're going to have extra energy, can't rest. But in the last act we didn't really need any resting, and we've picked up Reaper since then. Anyways, we got to go hunting for the Burning Elite. There he is, so we have to take that route from here. And it looks like here we would get an early shop and only 3 hallway fights before going there. The second late shop. Alright, see how it goes. Okay, here's hoping Juggernaut hits Shockwave, and it did. Very nice. Okay, so we won't get full block, but we're still within 6 of max HP. Didn't get a third attack in either. Okay, Metallicize makes this free. Let's draw a card first, though. We don't need the block, but yeah, picking up more stuff would be good. So it looks like we can get 3 attacks in this turn. So we might as well do that. Oh, both made a reckless charge. That's not fair. Wonder if that's an insight on how the RNG works. Alright, Bash is just lethal, so I'm not going to bother with the powers. Power through. Yeah, I don't know what the AI or RNG is doing with Reckless Charge right about now. Okay, so we've got the 1 True Grit, and that's it as far as external exhausting. So I don't know that we need this. Mostly I'd say we're looking for card draw. There's some card draw. And we can afford to buy it and Tungsten Rod, which I think is important. And where does that leave us? Can't buy anything else. Except for Blood, which I don't know that we really need. So we have a pretty nice survivability package in general. Red Mask on turn 1, Horn Cleat on turn 2, Meat on the Bone, and now Tungsten Rod. Which all play into the Coffee Dripper's value of having very little downside. Master of Strategy has shown up. So let's do that, see if we can find powers. Maybe we get that uppercut for free. We'll play the lower cost one in case it hits Juggernaut, and it does. Very nice. But Juggernaut did not hit uppercut, so it's not a total love story here. Need to come up with 13 block, and we have 14 here. Requires 1 energy, so we actually have the ability to play this, which is also going to contribute to our survivability. And then tell you what, let's have True Grit exhaust this, because then Exhume could bring it back if we chose to. Or alternatively, we could True Grit to... Yeah, this makes full use of our energy. Yay! Well, I guess that's neither here nor there, because they do regenerate. But, who knows, maybe we have enough control to just kill these other 2 in the meantime. So we don't actually need... Yeah, we do need to block this turn. Unfortunately, we're not going to draw out of it or anything. I was just going to say, what if we started chipping away at this guy's armor? But I don't think we need to play Reaper here. I mean, we could do it for the damage. That doesn't seem so bad. We don't get anything off the healing, but we do have Tungsten Rod. So we're only going to take 3 damage here. Still within our max HP. Maybe it would have been better to hold on to Reaper just because it's AoE. Who can say? Alright, so we'll do this. So when we draw exhaust, we draw. If we hit the only one attacking us, we end up maybe... Oh, should have bashed first, I guess. Doesn't matter, because now bash is actually full lethal here. So we'll do that, and we can do that. That gets us strength. Could have drawn a card off the armaments, but... Okay, I'll do this. We don't actually need to kill him, so let's just dig into that guy real big. Now we're getting somewhere, and we just got another strength off of the shuriken. So we're thinning our deck down, and this is just kind of how the deck plays, I guess. We are a noose. Flame barrier takes a life. Very nice. We have lots of energy, also worth noting. Especially helpful at a time like this when pommel strike. There we go. Nice and easy. Back to full health. Heart of Iron. I'm not so sure this exhaust elixir has any value for us. Burning Pact, there we go. That's some card draw. And some targeted exhaust, which don't necessarily need, but... Alrighty, so let's Burning Pact Reaper before Corruption's in play so we don't lose the Burning Pact just yet. I will Master of Strategy so that we have better cards, or more cards, to be discounted with our Corruption and Metallicize. Oh, you know what? It's Pommel Strike, draw cards. Now we can armaments to improve all of our powers, as well as Shockwave. Get all of our powers into play, because they're just going to reduce each other. Alright, so that's a pretty good setup turn, I would say. And we have some energy to kick to the next turn. Oh no! We have to block for 10 more every turn now. I think we can manage. Exhume Master of Strategy seems pretty darn good. We gain some block for doing it too. Dark Embrace turns one of the strikes for free. So now we have 3 attacks for this turn. We need 28 block total. Here's our 3 strikes, or 3 attacks for the shuriken value. Didn't need to play those yet because this is actually going to draw us a card. Oh, actually, you know what? Somehow we're... Oh, because we have to come up with 28. That's right. I remember now. Good enough. Alright. We have lots of energy. Juggernaut. Do this to draw a card. Alright. 1, 2, 3 for shuriken. Look at that, he's almost dead. Unfortunately, we did not come up with enough block for this turn. But we're not far off from Burning Blood. And of course Tungsten Rod gets in there too. So we are doing just fine. Fine, just fine. Dexterity Potion. I could see this being good versus the heart. How much do we need it though is a good question. Everything else is survivability. So we could do this over this. We haven't really been making too much use of potions though. So maybe I'll drink the Thorns potion during one of these hallway fights if it gets nasty. Headbutt. Not really useful, is it? Could be. I'm not really seeing a whole lot, though. Burning Pact, I suppose. Nope, I'm not really seeing anything. Alright, skipping. Yay, we finally get a break from fighting. Lose Golden Idol for a lot of upfront gold. Seems good. We've missed the window of opportunity for the Bloody Idol. What would we smith? Burning Pact, Master Strategy. Yep. Let me just double check. We don't want to run out of campfires for the red key. Extend our draw. Get our powers down more quickly. Nice. That's a nice first turn, I would say. Let's see if we hit the shockwave. Very good. I don't know that we'll necessarily need Flame Barrier, so I'll draw before we play Metallicize. Alright. Hit the Reaper, which we don't actually need. So, that was a small mistake. Bash will kill one of these guys. So, let's do that. And then this is full block with Tungsten Rod. We don't need the healing yet, so let's hold off on that. Oh yeah, Metallicize, so we don't even need the Tungsten Rod there. Okay, they really want a piece of us this turn, don't they? Stroganoff is free. That seems good. This makes our stuff cost 0, so I'll play it even before the Stroganoff. Alright, so where does that leave us? And we can even, because it's plus. So we have lots of attacks now. I don't know why the RNG gets so hung up. So we're going to be offered a Perfected Strike in the card rewards, because that's just the way it's been going. But the upside here is that we can say, do we need that much firepower? Yeah, especially here. So we can go ahead and just do this. And we can do this, and we have full block, so we'll go ahead and do this. We got the shuriken value along the way. Yep, well under control. Energy's been almost a non-issue the entire run, so that's pretty awesome. Let's see, 2, 3. So as long as the Feel No Pain doesn't hit defend with the Mummify. Fine, make a fool out of me. Could have skipped the armaments and just played the attacks straight up. Okay, so this will hit Juggernaut or Pommel Strike. It hit the Juggernaut, which is great. Now this hits the Pommel Strike. We might be able to just go for her. It is looking that way, huh? Yeah. Because we're going to draw 3. One's a strike. corruptions in play. We draw off of exhausting. Oh, actually, we don't know what we're going to draw. Alright, I think we can just go for her. Let's find out. Draw 4 cards there. Oh, yeah. I should say so. Whoops. We ran out of fuel. Alright. That brings us to full block. But Juggernaut's just killing it here, so let's keep on going. There we go. Very good. Shovel gives us even more stuff to do after the loss of Coffee Dripper, which would be fine, but we're already accounted for, right? This could be Master of Strategy and then the red key. So we might not get to dig until 4th act, but whatever. Don't mind. Black Potion is more survivability over this. Seems good. We are looking for card draw, so I think I will go with the second Dark Embrace. I think we're actually good as far as card draw goes now. The Master of Strategy Burning Pact. Because we do have a very small deck. Or I shouldn't say very small deck, but we've been doing very good at not going overboard with the ads. I think as a player I've gotten a lot better at that in general. So I'm pretty proud of that. But let me know what you guys think if you've been watching a lot of the episodes. Alright, so we have to take the Sapphire Key here, obviously. Nemesis. Alright, this is already upgraded, so we'll play it first. We do not hit the armaments. So we'll play the armaments, and now Metallicize has to hit Juggernaut. So we get to save lots of energy. But we do not get enough block, and that's fine, because Tungsten Rod still keeps us within Burning Blood range. Oh wait, Metallicize, I always forget about that. Let's see what Dark Embrace hits. Hits the uppercut, okay. We will Shockwave first. Oh, as a matter of best practices, obviously when he's intangible, putting the vulnerable on before uppercut isn't particularly useful. I will Burning Pact here. Basically all we can hope to do for the remainder of the turn is increase our block or do setup moves. Alright, so it looks like increase our block is the way to go. We'll start with this in case we draw something better than this defend. This makes something free, Infernal Blade. But we draw cards if we exhaust, and if we draw into powers we can't play them. So I'm just going to end the turn and tank the remainder. We're very close to still being within Burning Blood range. Okay, here we go. So this has to hit Bash or Inflame. We got the Inflame, so this hits the Bash. Seems good. We will go ahead and hit. It is free. We're getting multi-attack, so the Flame Barrier is very valuable here. It does make it to where we don't need any more block though, so I am going to let it ride. It's nice that we were able to pull off that interaction while he was not intangible. Right, that's what I meant to say. Okay, not much we can do here. However, I will go ahead and Master of Strategy. We are not losing out on any potential blocking here by exhausting a block card. And now we have a fistful of attacks that, while they cannot do full damage, we can be pumping up the Shuriken. And I'm not going to go overboard because we can't get more Shuriken value right now unless we start exhausting more cards and stuff. So I'm going to leave it like that. And we'll probably just be able to exact lethal here. Seems to be once we get the corruption in play, we thin the deck down, get a little bit of value here, and then the vulnerability just carries us over the finish line. We could heal. There's not a need to. But there's not a need not to, I suppose. So we'll go ahead and do that for some healing. And that should end it. Piece of cake. Bronze scales. Nice. We've been managing to pull off full block. This will also give us a little damage along the way. Don't mind if I do. Courier. We do have one more shop coming up this act. I don't think we take any of those. Was offered a fire breathing early in Act 2 that was already plus. And I do kind of wish we had taken it because we've had our share of status cards and whatnot. Mummified Hand makes it hard to... we can't afford to do that, missing the key. So could have if I had taken red key over the Master of Strategy upgrade. Which is usually wise. I usually do try to get the red key not at this campfire. That way if we have to use it to heal, we can. But obviously with the coffee dripper, that's not even an option. But today I learned that there's another advantage to doing that. Namely that we could get the portal and go all the way. So this will do some damage for us along with the scales. Let's see, we would need... another 12, so we could just play both of these, I suppose. I don't think we play this. Same problem as before. We do have like Juggernaut and Corruption, which require 2 energy, and I would hate to miss out. We wouldn't be able to play anything that we drew anyways, and we don't need to block, so I really can't justify playing the card, even though we can get away with not paying its exhaust requirement. No card draw here. A little unfortunate, but we do get to have some shuriken value going on here. Bang, bang, bang. We don't even need to block now, so I'm not going to spend the energy due to Ice Cream Cone. They're trying to get mean here. Tile size makes a strike play. If we play this, then we can actually get 3 attacks in this turn. That seems pretty good. How valuable is it to us, though? 6 each. Not great. We do still need block. So I'm just going to go full block here. Reaper's still on the deck. Yep. So I'm not even going to bother with using a potion to make up for the missing block here. Although this one's still trying to summon some armor. There's Reaper. Alright, we'll play the Dark Embrace, makes Pommel Strike free. So I guess we can go ahead and do that. And Flame makes Reaper free, that's very good. So we'll get more value out of it. There it is. Does this kill him? Uh-oh. We've drawn into Juggernaut and can't play it. It does kill him, so we don't need to block now. And obviously I'm not gonna, because I don't want to miss out on Corruption. Like we missed out on Juggernaut. So sad. That's just lethal. Big time. Regen potions a little bit better. We got raw healing, we got healing over time. Actually, the dexterity is probably the worst one for... No, that's not true. That's not true. We'll do that. That's not true. Body Slam plus. That's something that we would probably be able to make use of. We're consistently drumming up 20-30. Yep. And it's 0. It's a 0 cost attack, which plays with the Shuriken very well. Alright, so we have a lot of money here. What should we do? Burning Pact. I don't know that we need more card draw at this point. This is really good. Let's get that. Bottled Tornado. Power. Hell yes. Now Corruption's right up there at the beginning. That should accelerate us very much so. Very much. I don't even know that we use a card removal, especially now that we've bottled Corruption. These are upgraded, and one of our few ways of getting the Shuriken value. These draw us cards. Yep. I can't picture what we would remove, but I am looking, just in case. No. In fact, if anything, I would remove Bash, because between Uppercut and Shockwave, we don't need it. Yeah, I think that would actually be a good move if we were to. I don't know how critical it is. I'm trying to decide, because we could save some more money for the final shop. But honestly, what would we need, really? We've shored up the card draw issue right here. If you could even say that we had one, but so there's that. So I don't know how much we need to depend on shops. We could either card remove Bash or even get this. But I don't think we need the energy. Although with the mummified hand it's a net positive. It's hard to say because we just bottled Corruption, so we don't actually know how the deck behaves anymore. So I think I'm going to save the money for the next shop. Because all I would remove if I removed anything would be Bash. And I was actually considering taking the other Burning Pack just because we have started having energy issues as far as having too much. So that tells me that leaving the Bash in is perfectly fine. In fact, we had a turn, a couple fights there where we had Bash and Uppercut in hand and the energy to play them both. Okay, so Corruption has to hit Bash or Metallicize. It hits the Bash. Alright, we get the Metallicize. We have Spikers here. Well, shucks. We probably didn't need to. Alright. Since we don't have any other powers in play that play with exhaust just yet, I think I'm just going to take this damage. Let's save the active tanking for when we need to be hitting the Spikers. I guess that's a reason for more card draws, the potential status. Yeah, if we had picked up the other Burning Pact, we could burn statuses in order to draw more cards to get through the fact that we couldn't draw the card because we drew the status. So I could see how maybe the second Burning Pact would have been worthwhile. Alright, maybe Inflame hits Juggernaut. It does. Maybe Juggernaut hits Uppercut. Does not. Alright. So we could start working on some Spikers here, because we have Reaper to heal. So, no punish really. If I was a better player, I would sit here and do some math. Now we just improved our strength. So this hits for a lot more. We take some damage, but we heal for 33. That seems good. Unfortunately, I have to pause the game. Bathroom emergency. So as soon as the animations stop, I'm going to pause here. And we are back. My apologies for that. I don't like doing that because now the timer on the map's going to be off. Let me know if you guys know a way around that. We can also do this for some value. Oh, we don't have certain things in play already. So maybe once I found the Exhume, it would have made more sense to do that first. Twin Strike. I do believe that would give us double pushback there. We can do this. Actually, we might not have to. The flame barrier, not only because barricade's up, but also when we get attacked. Yeah. So we can just body slam that guy. There's our shuriken value. Oh, so it's just over. Okay. Sorry, lost my bearings there. Battle trance, huh? No, that doesn't seem good at all. We have 2 dark embraces, and that turns them off. So I don't think so, even though I do think going back I would do the second blood pact. Alright, gotta go with the key here. And on to the awakened one. And we do have quite a bit of power, so we will be strengthening him. Should have played armaments first. That's fine. Well, I hate throwing these cards away. So let's not. There's still Reaper as an option. Go ahead and drink them. Alright, so now we have a lot of... I hate doing this, but we do need to card draw right now. Italicize makes strike free, or uppercut. I failed to notice that we had that option as an option. Alright, so if we gotta get up to... Actually, we don't get up to... have to get up to 48. Because we can kill one with Body Slam, which is kind of what I was getting at anyways. So there's that. That should be plenty, which means we just kill him outright. I do want to put the uppercut over here. Although, by the time it's ready to get started on him, we might just have Shockwave. Well, he's attacking us for a lot anyways, so I will do this. And we get Shuriken value, and we have full block, so moving along. This will be a very good depiction of how the deck shapes up once we're exhausting a bunch of stuff. Check that out. Flame Barrier plus the scales. Very nice. We could probably hit something better than Strike, so I'm going to go ahead and shrug it off first. We are going to need the block regardless. Inflame might hit Juggernaut. It does. Juggernaut hits Strike. Strike goes there. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what was going on there. We're exhausting the card because of Corruption, which gives us block. The card itself gives us block, so Juggernaut's going off twice. That was pretty cool. We might be able to ignore this guy from this point. Alright, so there's the shockwave. Let us armaments first. Yeah, that's what I was hoping would happen. Okay. And we have full block, so moving along. Okay, we'll definitely be healing, or can. I don't have to. Finally get some Dark Embraces in play. We have all the energy in the world, so it really didn't even matter what we got discounted there. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The stockpiled energy, and then we just spend it, so that's why I didn't want to take out the bash. Let's see, we can exhume. What would we exhume? Master of Strategy. Okay. We actually don't need to, though, because we're whatever we exhaust. So maybe Flameberry is going to be hitting us a lot of times. But I don't think we'll need it, simply because I'm anticipating Body Slam's going to do a ton of damage here. Alright, so let's get these played before deck reshuffle. Let's do this so we don't lose it, because it seems good. 0 cost, allows us to do everything while leaving plenty of energy for subsequent turns, which is nice because now we're at a point where we might be drawing bash and uppercut, same turns and whatnot. So let's get the debuffs on this new version. 2, 3. Can True Grit this strike here. That's incredible. I can't believe that just happened. Forgot about the exhaust energy too, so we still had more fuel for the fire. I wonder how well this would have gone without the shuriken. Probably not as well. Alright, so that's going to do it for Act 3. Thank you guys for joining me. I do hope you're enjoying the show. Please leave any comments you have for me down below, and I'll see you guys in the next act. Take care.